behind the scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight we start week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and he'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
His defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Now Kelly. Found his target. It's Anderson.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw, Kelly.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, look at this play call. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. Defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they got to hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Packers at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here we go on fourth down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
19-5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Okay, break.
Second down and 3.
Ready?
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A give up the middle to Akers. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. People think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And
this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A give running right is Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Kelly. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Touchdown! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He's going to air one out for Anderson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action, it's Kelly. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 15. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Now Kelly, a final shot before break. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
Well, CD, really the play call was pretty good. I mean, the jet sweep worked up until a very crucial point where he couldn't hold on to the football.
Yeah, I would say that would be the crucial part, right? The ball has to stay in your hands in order for the play to be executed properly into conclusion.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Kelly, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And it's a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 39 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 71 yards. They'll run here with Akers. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd and goal, Kelly, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. For Kittle here, it's complete.
Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
It's complete. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
How many times in the course of the game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Right, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense to go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, Because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Panther 50, Panther 50. Panther on 80.
In motion right is the tight end.
79 Broncos.
They'll try to run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 2, Kelly. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense is expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him so far. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs.